Good morning. April 20th, 2020. I'm Pastor Rusty. This is your daily inspo. Going on down in Matthew, he says, come to terms quickly with your accuser while you're on your way to court. Or your accuser may hand you over to the judge, and the judge to the guard, and you will be thrown into prison. Truly, I tell you, you will never get out until you've paid the last penny. Here's an interesting addendum to the restoring relationships. This one's about honesty. On your way to court, rather than always arguing for your innocence in a matter, which is most people, they didn't do it. Jesus is saying here, own it. If you're guilty, and you've done something that's can take you before the law officials, own it. Come to terms before you get to court, because when you get to court and it's handed over into the system, then you're gonna have to deal with whatever sentence is given to you. But if you can reconcile with your accuser and say, hey, you know what? I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Then you can work out something that's maybe you can work with and they can work with. And you know what? Most people are just wanting you to say you did it or you were wrong. Now, this isn't one of those situations where both sides say, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry too. Because a lot of times people won't say I'm sorry unless the other person says they're sorry. But sometimes we're just wrong. The other person is innocent in the matter. And maybe they've called us out on it, or maybe they've caught us, and we want everybody to say I'm sorry nowadays. Truth of the matter is, own it. If you've done something wrong, you've offended, you've hurt, you've done something against your neighbor, own it. Say, I'm sorry. And if they forgive you, then you're blessed. You've gained a brother back. If they don't forgive you, that's on them. Own it today. That's something you can do. You can look at your life. You can examine how you've treated your neighbors and your friends and your loved ones, and you can just be honest about things. And when you're wrong, say so. You can't grow until you do. This is something we can take care of today. Remember, this is the day the Lord hath made. Rejoice and be glad in it. I'm Pastor Rusty. I'll talk to you tomorrow.